Ever dreamed of tracking wild animals up close? Call Jungle Boy Safari and experience the thrill of the hunt, no cages, just pure wilderness. Book now.
Hi, welcome to Jungle Boy Safari. So we are in KGudi Wilderness Camp. It's called BR Hills Tiger Reserve. It's a beautiful property right in the center of the reserve. The only property which is inside the forest. You have got no fencing out here. It's a pure nature, and you have got you have got wild boars. You have got beautiful a lot of spotted deers here. So this is the starting point of KGudi Wilderness Camp, where you have got a temple here. It's a temple here where even local people come here for worship, and the property starts right from here. It's a pretty huge property, and we have got a beautiful water body here, and you can also find lots and lots of wild boars freely ranging here, and also spotted deers, peacocks are very freely ranging here. And also I heard sometimes even there are high chances where leopard cross the property because there is no fencing out here. So this is the first part of the resort. This is the starting point of the resort, and we have got just beside me is what we have got the information center and the office where the actual safari starts. But if you are going to stay in the KGudi Wilderness Camp, the safari starts from the KGudi Wilderness Reception Center itself. For the common public, they have to start from there. The office which is just behind me, the starting point is there where they start the safari. This is the reception center, and just next to the reception center we have got the Maharaja cottage. So here we have totally 4 types of accommodation. One is room, and another one is Maharaja suite, and then is tented cottage, and then log hut. So this is the Maharaja cottage. It's actually suite room, just opposite to the reception. And then so here it's a pretty vast property, pretty vast property right in the middle of the jungle. The sightings over here in KGudi is not so easy because it's a hilly area and it's a pretty dense moist forest. So the sightings are not so easy about the cats, but again we had a very good sighting of elephants, Indian Govt, good brown fish, owl and jungle owlets and all. But the property is nice. You can just come here, you can relax. It will give a very fresh regenerate your body, the mind, and relax if you want to have a very quick weekend break. Alright, so here's the resort. So we have got the reception I showed you, and then we had the Maharaja cottage. So once you come down, so you have the canteen here. So here it's called as Golghar, and here they serve breakfast, they serve lunch as well as the dinner. So you can see the buffet spread. Everything is buffet. The lunch, dinner as well as the breakfast is buffet, and it's a buffet spread. And you can watch my video on day of food buffet, so that I've placed separately. I've taken the breakfast, lunch and the dinner one. So let me take you around the resort now. So you can see the areas here. It's all completely green, lush and complete forest area. It's actually in the middle of the core zone actually. So as we go down, so we have first it starts with the tented cottage. So they have totally KGudi Wilderness Camp has got 8 tented cottage, and then 3 log hut, 1 Maharaja suite and 1 room suite. The prices are pretty cheap. In fact, I would say the room would range somewhere around 6,000 rupees per person, and the log hut will cost you somewhere close to 7,000 rupees to 8,000, and the tented cottage will cost you somewhere around 6,500 change per person per night, and rate a little bit it differs between the weekdays and weekends. Accommodation which you're seeing right on my right side is a tented cottage. So they have totally 8 numbers, and once the tented cottage 8 tented cottages there, we have the log huts. The room on the Maharaja cottage is right in the front in the reception center. So pretty good tented cottage. You don't have fans inside. There is a table fan, but there is no electricity power here. Everything runs in solar. And now in this season, it's a pretty chill. Like, you know, we are almost in the end of May, so it's pretty chill here. You definitely don't need a fan. You got the water heater here, but on timing base, you get the hot water, which is morning 6 to 10 and evening 6:30 to 10:30. So all the tented cottages are named under bird names like bulbul. They've got shikara, they've got dove, and they've got origal, and there are also a couple of other names. So T4 is named as bulbul, T5 is named as oriole, and then T7 is named as dove, which is my accommodation. Pretty huge area. The cost is pretty decent. Like, you know, for a couple for 2 nights, it will cost you somewhere close to in the weekend period, it will cost you somewhere close to 25,000 plus GST, and that would include all your 3 times meal. That will include your 2 safaris, which will be a shared game drive. So we came as a group of 11 people, like 8 adults and 3 kids. So we got our gypsy as private. So we are making the safari, each and every safari as private. And the safari timings are 3 hours. Only if you stay in Jungle Lodges and Resort property, you will get 3 hours safari. And morning it starts by 6:15 and it ends by 9:15. And the evening safari will start somewhere close to 3:45 around, 3:30, 3:45 around. It will end by 6:30 around. You have got a beautiful sit-out area right next to your tented cottage. It's actually a photogenic place as well. You can actually relax. You can have a sip of coffee. In the room, you are provided with a kettle. In the room, you have also got coffee powder, tea powder, and also if you want to have a sip of coffee, sitting outside your tented cottage. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful place. And I always prefer sipping a early morning coffee in the scenic place like this. So the entire stretch is Jungle Lodges property, and just after this Shikara tented cottage, which is tent number 8. So the tent number 8, yeah, it's tent number 8. Yeah, the logger starts. The loggers are placed little behind the tented cottage, and these are the logger accommodation. It looks like little bit kind of a tree house. They have got totally 3 numbers of log hut. Here are those. And in the early morning, just outside your tented cottage, you can find lots of wild boars, lots of spotted deers, and we are lucky enough to see a lot of piglets as well, young piglets, the newborn ones of wild boar, and also you have got a lot of monkeys here. 2 types of monkeys, the black faced one and the common one. They are going around the tented cottages. They are going around the canteen area just to steal some food. So you need to be a little careful with your food, because they will snatch it from your hand. And especially my advice would be not to give any food packets or anything to the kids, because it's pretty easy for them to come and steal it from the kids. In fact, snatch it from the kids. So just be careful with that. But yeah, if you definitely want to give away your luxury life, if you definitely want to take a quick break from the city life, this is absolutely a fantastic place where you can stay right in the middle of the forest property. I would recommend only 2 nights, because the game drives you definitely get to see some Indian goat, elephants, elephant calves and all those things which we witnessed. But again, more than 2 nights, I don't think so. You might feel a little boring. But for a quick break to regenerate yourself, yeah, definitely you can take a quick weekend break or 2 nights package here. Stay here, calm, relax. You completely get cut off from the city life, because you don't get a proper network here. Reliance and that is Jio and Airtel network are little fluctuating here. However, you are provided with internet Wi-Fi connection in all the rooms and tented cottages. But again, having said that, the Wi-Fi network connection is also fluctuating. We managed to get to see some of the mails and messages, WhatsApp and all those things. But again, you cannot buffer a video, or if you cannot see a YouTube video and all. So plan it accordingly. But yeah, definitely a beautiful heaven place here to cut off from the city life and to spend some good time for a weekend or for a couple of nights to regenerate yourself. And it's value for money. So we have to take a left from the KGudi Wilderness Camp reception center, not from the reception center, from the office, so that you enter into the accommodation. So this is the pathway where you just enter into the reception center, just next to the temple actually. So KGudi Wilderness Camp is again a jungle lodges and resort property, what we have got in Bandipur and Kabini. And in Karnataka, in these three reserves, only if you stay in jungle lodges and resort property, you get jeep safari. If not, you get a canter or you have to book something in the privately. So this is the reception center here. So where you complete all your check-in formalities. So the vehicle can easily come up to this and you can complete your check-in formalities here. And just next to the reception center, you have got enough space for the parking. If you are coming on your own private vehicle, you can park your vehicle here and then you can do the check-in formalities. But you just need to be a little careful. You have lots of free-ranging wild boars here. You can find plenty out here. Free-ranging monkeys, common monkeys as well as the Nilgiri langurs, and also you have a lot of spotted deers here. So this is the reception center, and you get tea, coffees before the start of safaris, as well as after completing the safari. You get snacks and tea, coffee here. I'll take you inside. We have also got few stuffs to play to time pass after the safari. So you've got carom and we have got the indoor games. We've got the carom and we've got this table tennis. To play. And chess. Right parallel next to this, we have got the documentary center room where every night they run a documentary, wildlife documentary. And few books here if you are book lover. Always have few books where you can spend your time there. And I love this book, which is called Tiger Tiger Burning Bright. It's an absolutely fantastic book.
Ever dreamed of tracking wild animals up close? Call Jungle Boy Safari and experience the thrill of the hunt. No cages, just pure wilderness. Book now.